Continue here now. The ANC and the DA will hold meetings to consider possible coalition partners in local government. This after the governing party failed to secure enough votes to constitute government in 6 of the 8 metros and other municipalities. Its coalition talks are led by the party's Deputy Secretary-General Jessie Duarte. The outcomes of the coalition talks will be intensely discussed at the extended scheduled for tomorrow at the St. George's Hotel in Irene outside Pretoria.
We're still in the process of discussing. Obviously, there's still a long list of people who want to talk. But the direction in which the discussion is taking is that the negotiating team of the ANC is being given a mandate to talk to any political party that will talk to us. So that we open the door. So we open the door to talk to anyone who will talk to us in the concept of trying to form partnerships or formal coalitions if we need to. We gave a report to the NEC of who we had discussed with thus far, but we also need to indicate that talks are still in the making. We've made no arrangement, no agreement with anyone, except those parties who have agreed that they will work with the ANC throughout the country wherever they have a seat. We also don't think we should make announcements about them until there's something much more formal. So that's where we are right now. We haven't discussed any other matter that we can report to you. That's exactly where we are for the moment. We received a preliminary briefing on the outcomes of the elections, and we've decided that we will have a fuller meeting to do a more political analysis of what the outcomes mean to the ANC. So I'd like to hand over to Comrade Jeff, who's in the negotiating team.
Thanks, Comrade DSG. I think briefly, just to highlight the fact that our approach to coalition as the ANC is informed about our desire to make sure that services are being delivered to our communities, and that we need to take that as of paramount importance. We're also looking at the landscape in South Africa, taking into account how the population dynamics are. Our analysis indicates that the municipalities that we call the metros, there are about 22.1 million South Africans who live there, and the intermediate city municipalities, there are 13 million, and the rest of the B municipalities, about 19 million. But when you look at the GDP, the metros constitute about 2.2 trillion rand, and the intermediate city municipalities about 971 billion rand, and the rest of the B municipalities about 771. So that shows that the centers of economic power are in those metros. So it is of importance as the ANC, as we get into these negotiations with other political parties and other organizations, we take that into account. So our approach is that of a case-by-case assessment, bearing in mind what is in the best interest of our communities. We need to deliver services. We need to make sure that we assist local government, even using other spheres of government like the national and provincial governments, because we are one country. So we're very optimistic that as we are entering into this phase, as the DSG has said, South Africans must believe that we want to have a good deal for our people, not for the ANC, but for the betterment of the various communities.